We are back with another video, and today we'll be getting some rare exotic guppies for the guppy pond. For those who don't know, this pond is full of guppies. I used to have a bunch of koi, goldfish, mollies, platies, and a bunch of other fish, but unfortunately, a bunch of otters came to this pond and they ate everything. But not everything, because the only thing that was left was a ton of guppies. So I guess the guppies are too small for the otters to eat, so I guess I just left them in here and the guppies kept breeding. Now I have hundreds of guppies in this pond. So today we'll be going to the pet store, buying some rare exotic guppies to add some more color to this pond. All right, so before we go to the pet store to find some rare guppies, we're gonna go ahead and feed the fish. And I got a GoPro so we can get some underwater footage so y'all can see how many guppies are in this pond and how colorful they are. Sprinkle some fish food. And you can see there's just a ton of guppies everywhere. All right, so right now, let's get some underwater footage. All right, so next to the guppy pond, we have our other pond over here. I mean, we have a nice little stream, got some nice plants, and we got a ton of fish in here. So right here, I do have a bunch of random fish. I mean, I have a bunch of red swordtails in here, a random mollies, some guppies, and a few feeder goldfish. I do have a bunch of wild mollies and platies. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the GoPro in here again in this pond. It's like the other one, show y'all what's inside. There we go, so let's check it out. All right, so we just got a good look at both ponds. So right now, let's go ahead and go to the pet store and let's get these rare guppies. All right, so we made it back to the house, and you see we got 2 females. We got our 1 male. It's not really looking so good, but I do have the receipt, and we got the other male. And my birthday was a few days ago, so I did just get these new lights for the car. So look, so we got the star lights for the car, and it looks great. So I was worried how I was gonna look at first, but I mean, it looks good. So he even got around the door handles, so not door handles, but the little handlebars right here. If y'all want to get some starlights for your car, I can put the link down below of my guy who can put them in for y'all. The fish looks super good, so I'm really liking this guy right here. It's just fitting so long. And I got a different male, so I got 2 different males. And hopefully these females breed with them. All right, we're walking by this pond. And the sand is kind of dirty. I need to stir it up a little bit, you know, clean it up. But the fish and everyone are looking great. All right, we're walking to the ponds, and let's tell. It looks like it's about to storm, so we gotta make this quick. So here we go at the guppy pond. You see there's tons of guppies in here, so I think these guys will stand out, and hopefully they breed with all the other ones. See them going in, and all the other guppies, just check them out. So I'm out here looking at the guppies, kind of inspecting a lot of them, and I'm missing a lot of my more colorful males. And so more I'm looking, I try to look for them. A lot of these guppies don't look too healthy. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, hopefully it's not a disease or anything. So I'm actually gonna put these guppies in the molly pond for now until I set up a new tank, because I will set up a tank and I'm gonna start a whole new guppy series. So I'm gonna try to get the GoPro in a little bit, and I'm gonna show y'all what I'm talking about. But on a good sign, you can tell there's a ton of babies in here. So there's babies all in this pond now, and I mean, they're just loaded up everywhere. All right, so I got some aquarium salt. It does help promote gill function and helps them fight diseases, so hopefully this will help. All right, so we're bringing the guppies to the other pond, but while we're here, this pond pond's looking great. I did add some new plants in and add some grass in these rocks, and it looks really good. All right, we're gonna try this again and put these guppies in the molly pond. I mean, you can see all the mollies going crazy. So I will feed the fish before I put them in. So these guppies should be fine with a bunch of mollies and platies. I mean, nothing will pick on them or eat them, because we got a ton of baby mollies in them, like half the size of the guppies, and they're all good. But I'm thinking about, I'm gonna start a new guppy series. You get some guppy fish tanks, and I'm gonna start breeding the rare colorful guppies, because I don't like, these were pretty expensive. It was 15 for a pair, and I got 2. And I'm not trying to let those fish just die, you know. So I'm gonna try to breed them and have a pond full of rare colorful guppies. That's some aquarium salt in here too. So we're gonna give it probably about like 15-20 minutes and then put the guppies in the pond. All right, so since we gotta wait for them to acclimate, let's check up on the fish tanks inside my room. So right here we have a 110-gallon saltwater fish tank, and I got a little frag of the 8 cans that fell off the rock. But yeah, so we got a lot of fish in here. We got chocolate tang, sailfin tang, tamini tang, 6-line wrasse, yellow wrasse. I got 1 clown. I do want to get like a white clown, maybe like a Wyoming and frostbite clown. Got 2 firefish, a blue damsel. But the corals are good. We got some on the wall. Got a bunch of hammers. I do need clean glass. You can see it's dirty a little bit. But yeah, I mean, we got a bunch of zoas here. I mean, this zoa started off with like 2 or 3. And the frags blew up everywhere. Somehow they got over here. And then we got this whole big rock full of them too. But yeah, I mean, we got a great selection of corals, and this tank's super good. I mean, I'm very happy with how it looked. But yeah, overall this tank's looking super good, and I'm excited. Eventually I will upgrade. So eventually I will upgrade this tank, probably whenever I move in the future. Probably move to like a 125-gallon long instead of 110-gallon tall, so I have more space. But this tank is super nice. And next to this tank, we have our 55-gallon planted tank. As you can tell, it is pretty dirty right now. I have a beta, I have some rainbows, and some random tetras, but I have 2 big Amazon swords and a Nubius right here. And then I have some floating plants, which I probably will take out, but I don't know. I mean, it looks pretty good. So right now, I'm gonna do a quick water change on this tank, and eventually, I might make this a guppy tank. I might take these out, put them on 125 downstairs, and fill this tank with guppies and try to breed some exotic, rare guppies. There we go, cleaned up the tank, and sand is a little bit dirty, so I will be adding new sand, because as you can tell, the sand, or as you can tell, the roots are way above the sand, and I need to deepen the sand bed, but it looks pretty good right now. I mean, the sand or the water will settle in, and it'll be fine. All right, so we're back out. Time to release the guppies in the pond. We got a little beta fish right here, and the beta fish will be fine with the guppies. I mean, you can tell we got a ton of little baby mollies and stuff in here. All right, so right now I'm about to put the guppies in. I'm gonna get some underwater footage, and we'll see how all the guppies interact with all the mollies and platies. Alright, so good thing I got the fish food out here, because all the little mollies are all chasing the guppies, and so I'm gonna feed them up so they're not gonna have the appetite to pick on the fins. Get some of the food. Just haul it on up, you know. Just like that, all the fish are distracted, coming up to the fish food. Alright, so the guppies are in the pond, and they look super good, so I'm pretty happy with how they look now. It's kind of disappointing that I can't put them in the other pond, because I still want to take the risk of them getting sick. and it's about to storm. So I'm gonna come back tomorrow, check on the fish. But as of right now, that looks super good. Alright, so it's been 2 days later since we got the guppies in the pond, and saltwater tank's still looking good. And over here, this tank's looking a lot better. I mean, the water's settled down, it's crystal clear now. And you can see all the fish are pretty happy being. The tank looks good. So right now, we're going back outside and check on the new guppies. Alright, so we're coming to the pond. See, all the fish are coming up, but you see, there's one of the guppies right here. I mean, this guppy, I don't know what type it is. This guppy is my favorite. I might have to get some more of them wherever you went. And you kind of see it. Another one right there. Swimming kind of fast. But these guppies are doing great in the pond. I might have to get some more, find some online, order some. Because whoever the one with the long fins is, I mean, I like them a lot. I mean, I had to get some more of these. I mean, look at that. I mean, that looks great. He looks good in the pond too a little bit. It's just, I want to have a better tank where I can breed more of them. Alright, so before we end today's video, let's check out the other ponds real quick because it has been 2 days, it has been stormy. So we're going to check out the other 2 ponds and then we'll check out the big bass in the lake. So come up here, pond seems to be doing good. I just added 2 more feeder goldfish in here. I guess I'll give it a little bit more color. I mean, I will be taking out all the red swordtails, you can start to see them, and the other fish in the molly pond. So the little mollies in here and the swordtails, they're going out. Over here, I don't see any more dead guppies or any sick ones, but we have a decent amount of guppies right here. I mean, this is, I hate to say it, but this is all we really have. I mean, we did have a lot more. I don't know what's been going on, but there's a bunch of babies, so hopefully these babies will be immune to whatever's going on, and hopefully they'll tend to grow out of it and it'll be okay, and we'll have our guppy population back to stock. So I did find a dead guppy in the pond, so I'll feed it to the fish. So coming up, and they're already jumping off. Oh, the birds over here stirring up the fish food. Sees a bunch of turtles, a bunch of fish. Got a little guppy. Let me just toss it in. Pretty good sized bass. I mean, I guess he doesn't want the guppy. But we got a bunch of fish. I mean, you can see all the bluegills, the turtles. I mean, everything's just loaded. Alright, so if y'all want to see any fishing videos or anything, I mean, I can do a lot with this lake. I mean, there's a ton of bass in here I always catch. So we can do that. And also a bunch of bluegills. So we could catch a bunch of bluegills with crazy stuff. And yeah, I mean, there's a bunch of little baby turtles. I could put some baby turtles in the pond. We could do a turtle pond. I mean, there's a lot we could do. So just let me know down in the comments. So that is it of today's video. So like, comment, subscribe, and just give me some more ideas because I am starting to run out. Not going to lie. But yeah, so hopefully y'all enjoyed today's video. Stay tuned for future ones.